these are the pieces right here, and I'm gluing them to this main, rectangle type thing. And pretty much I'm going to glue them all together and put them right here in the front, but I'll glue it to the lower frame itself, not the lid, the cover. There is the block of paper. Now it's, flat, and it seems like it works. See this? So, yeah. Right now I'm working on this. It's a rectangle. It's 1 inch by 1.618, which is right here. I just drew a rectangle, and basically I need a hook right there, so I can have the string be pulled constantly in that direction and wrap around it. So now the next step is to glue on this little hook on here. Basically it's just like the ones for the slider that we're pulling toward each other. It's just like that. I did it that exact same size, and I took a needle file and filed a little bit there so I could put the spring or the rubber band or whatever I'm using. So now I'm just going to glue it right here, and it will be solid on there. See this? So in one of my older videos I show the resetting wheel, and you can see it right here. It actually works quite well. I'll attach the rubber band, but here it is. You can see how it actually goes out like it should. So you can see with this rubber band on here, the wheel is able to reset like in my other video, previous video. I'll put the annotation to that so you can see, and it resets and goes back in. To make the locking part for the wheel, pretty much, I found a bobby pin, actually, the straight side, and I just super glued a thin 1/8 of an inch wide strip of paper, well, about 8 layers, and then I took some super glue and baking soda, just filed it to make it square. So based on your circle size, it's going to have to be converging toward the center of this. Here it is, right here, and there's a little block of paper 1/2 of an inch going this way, and the same width as this. So it goes down, and it goes about halfway between the center and how far in this inner circle is inside here. So you want to have it converge toward the center of this entire thing, starting from this edge. So I have determined my midpoint on this upper rectangle, and I'm going to glue this tiny little block of paper on here. Then I've already determined where I want this pretty much dial lock to end up, and it's not just going to be perfectly like this, it's actually going to be a little bit like this in order for the rope to be able to pull back completely. Now it is glued on there, and I have determined the lines of convergence. So basically I need to file this down toward the edge. You can see where the line is that I drew, and just file it down until they both converge toward the center. They won't actually touch the center, but if you were to imagine it to keep going, it would. Now these are pretty much converging, as you can see, just toward the edge. There's a little line here that shows how far up it goes on the circle to the point that they actually start converging. So this will go on here, and now I need to make this right here a ramped surface going just like this. Alright, there's the ramped surface, and now I just need to glue it on here just a little bit past this point so it will be in the correct position. So now it's glued right there. It's just going straight across like that. The ramped surface is on this side, so when it goes under, it won't be able to go back. It can only go this direction. So that is what I need in order for this to work and have the knot be able to reset. So now you're going to want to take some scrap, 16 layer paper or a piece of popsicle stick or whatever you want to use to be on the wheel, this will be riding over it and stopping it. So, you know, pick a good material. So I pretty much have this little paper piece, but you can use whatever you want for that portion, and it's pretty much just like the end piece of this, and you just need to cut it and angle it so it will be able to go underneath this. So as you can see, it's painted, and there's a reinforcement, pretty much sheet metal on the wheel, and it looks kind of like this originally. It's black. It's that metal that wraps around, you know, freight and stuff that people cut and they just throw it away. So I found it, and it seems to work pretty well. It's a great reinforcement, makes it a lot stronger, and as you can see, I'll just do it out partially. So, okay, it's disengaged. So you can see it rides over still, just like it should, and that's all there is to it. Prevents it from going counterclockwise, and just needs a little bit more paint, and that should be it. So thanks for watching my video. You can see it's actually pretty smooth. It turned out pretty well. If you like these videos, please leave a thumbs up, be sure to subscribe, and be looking out for more later to come.